Now we're going to turn to Ford's big announcement today about the huge amount of money the automaker's EV business has lost.
Ford says it lost $3 billion before taxes over the past 2 years, and it expects to lose billions more this year.
In a shocking turn of events, Ford and GM, the industry leader of all time, have hit a roadblock, with Ford facing a staggering $36,000 loss per electric vehicle and GM backing off from expansion announced till 2025. Will this lead to another revolution or mark a downturn on the road to electric dominance? Imagine a world where the quiet hum of electric motors and the clean, crisp air of innovation replace the roar of engines and the smell of gasoline. This isn't a distant thought. It's the vision being shown by automotive giants Ford and General Motors, GM, as they lead the electrifying currents of the electric vehicle EV revolution. As the race heats up, the recent developments have sent shockwaves through the industry where their electric dreams aren't moving off the lot as fast as they had hoped. This video is all about a tale about ambition, innovation, and the bumpy road to electric salvation. Are EVs actually crashing, or will we just witness the downfall of two major industry leaders soon? Ford has embarked on an ambitious journey to redefine its stance in the automotive world through a significant push towards electrification. With a massive investment of $11.4 billion, Ford aimed to revolutionize its manufacturing capabilities to support its electric future. This included the creation of two new environmentally and technologically advanced campuses in Tennessee and Kentucky, which played an important role in Ford's strategy to scale its EV production. Then, at the heart of Ford's electrification strategy, its iconic F-Series trucks were reimagined to lead the electric charge. The company is committed to transforming its most beloved models, the Mustang, F-150, and Transit, into electric variants, investing $22 billion in electrification efforts through 2025. This bold move indicates Ford's commitment to not only adapt to the electric era, but to lead it, ensuring that the transition to EVs is seamless for customers, offering a combination of performance, capability, and productivity that Ford vehicles are known for. But here's the twist. What if all these big plans and huge piles of money didn't quite work out as they hoped? While Ford was leading the market, GM competed with Ford in the race. General Motors, GM, paralleled Ford's ambitious journey with an impressive $35 billion for electric vehicle technologies through 2025. This substantial investment aimed to bring GM to the forefront of the EV market, with plans to unveil 30 new electric models globally. So what happens next? Did Ford and GM's huge investments pay off, or did they face a tougher battle than expected? The narrative turned towards suspense as the anticipated smooth journey towards electrification faced unexpected roadblocks. Picture this. Despite their tremendous efforts and the promise of an electric era soon, an unexpected reality check hits the scene. Both automotive giants are facing an uphill battle, not in technology, not in vision, but in the marketplace itself. Ford reported a staggering loss of nearly $36,000 on each EV produced, and a backlog of 92,000 unsold EVs. This development is particularly concerning as it suggests a disconnect between Ford's electric ambitions and the market's readiness to embrace these vehicles. The reluctance of customers to pay a premium for electric models over their internal combustion or hybrid counterparts has further led to a significant setback in Ford's strategy. The company, after seeing a sudden shift in consumer buying behavior, is now delaying about $12 billion in planned spending on new EV manufacturing capacity, signaling a more cautious approach to expanding its EV production capabilities. Even though Ford is selling more electric vehicles, EVs, than before, they're not selling as fast as they hoped. Does this slower than expected growth indicate a temporary hurdle, or does it point to a more fundamental challenge in the EV market? Let's see, because, despite these setbacks, Ford's executives have clarified that the company is not reducing its investment in future electric vehicle models. We're not moving away from our second-generation EV products, CFO John Lawler said in a meeting briefing on Thursday. We are, though, looking at the pace of capacity we're putting in place. We're going to push out some of that investment. While Ford is dealing with its electric vehicle EV sales not hitting their targets, GM seems to be in the worst condition, navigating its challenges. In 2023, GM saw an increase in all-electric vehicle sales, delivering 75,883 vehicles in the U.S. Seems a huge amount of EV cars sold in 1 year. Let's wait to reveal how much it accounts for in GM's titled sales value. Among the EV cars sold, 62,045 were Bolt EV and Bolt EUV models that GM discontinued at the end of the year. That leaves just 13,341 of the Ultium EVs that are supposed to set the tone for the future of the automaker's electrification efforts, along with 164 BrightDrop Zevo commercial vans that share the Ultium component set. Looking at the Ultium models currently in production, GM reported 3,244 GMC Hummer EV deliveries, 9,154 Cadillac Lyriq deliveries, 482 Chevrolet Blazer EV deliveries, and 461 Chevy Silverado EV deliveries for the year. GM reported total deliveries of 2.595 million vehicles in 2023. That means Ultium EVs were just 0.5% of GM deliveries in 2023, with the Bolt EV and Bolt EUV, all-electric models, representing 2.9% of 2023 GM vehicle deliveries. GM's Ultium EV targets now look just as out of sight as they did after the third quarter of 2023. At this point, hitting those targets has already appeared impossible. In early 2022, it announced a goal to produce a cumulative 400,000 EVs in North America from 2022 through the first half of 2024, a goal it's fallen well short of. Including Canadian sales, the total from both years remains under 150,000. The failure to gain competitiveness and achieve goals could not be a mere coincidence for both industry leaders. As we peel back the layers of the electric vehicle EV market's unfolding drama, a conflicting narrative emerges, the one brimming with unexpected suspense, turns, and burning questions. Is EV another failed concept in the automotive industry, or has Ford and GM failed to capture the market this time? Electric vehicle sales are on track to hit 9% of all cars sold in the U.S. by the end of the year. That's a whopping 50% year-over-year increase, the second year in which EV sales have surged in that amount. The U.S. is on track to buy 1 million EVs through the end of the year. Globally, those numbers get even more impressive. 14 million projected sold for the year, a 33% year-over-year increase. So why does everything seem so out of control for Ford and GM? The news lately is full of production delays, factories postponed, models canceled, and the ever-present low-grade anxiety buzzing around a charging infrastructure. The news and the numbers seem wildly misaligned. Things are going great. No, wait, things are going badly. EVs are the future. Nope, EVs are a fad. Do these mixed, conflicting views try to indicate something not yet unknown to most of us? As the electrification saga unfolds, Ford and GM find themselves in a high-stakes race, not just against traditional automotive rivals, but against an unexpected and formidable competitor, China. While GM and Ford have faced hurdles in aligning their EV offerings with consumer expectations, struggling with issues such as pricing strategies, the pace of technological innovation, and supply chain bottlenecks, China has taken a different route. By focusing on competitive pricing, rapid battery technology upgrades, and overcoming production challenges with remarkable agility, Chinese automakers have not only captured but also started to dominate segments of the global EV market. This strategic divergence has allowed China to carve out a significant niche in the EV narrative, where affordability and accessibility take center stage. But exactly how? The stage is set with Chinese EV maker BYD unveiling the Seagull at the Shanghai Auto Show, sporting a range of more than 300 kilometers, 186 miles, and a startling starting price of just over $11,000. This aggressive pricing strategy contrasts with the Western EV market, where prices are significantly higher, making Chinese EVs a highly attractive proposition for cost-conscious consumers globally. The average EV price in China was less than $35,000, compared to around $56,000 in Europe. This pricing disparity underscores Chinese automakers' strategic advantage in making EVs more accessible to a broader audience. The technological advances in battery efficiency further indicate the growing popularity of Chinese EVs. This dual focus on affordability and technological prowess positions Chinese EVs as formidable players in the global market, signaling a shift in consumer preferences toward more budget-friendly and technologically competitive EV options. Have Ford and GM underestimated the speed with which the EV market would evolve? The entrance of Chinese automakers into the global market with competitively priced technological EVs has certainly shifted the power dynamics in the EV market. Is China setting up a new standard in the EV industry, leaving Western giants to play catch-up? The mixed signals in the market, booming sales here, production challenges there, only add to the intrigue. Stay tuned, and if you enjoyed it, don't forget to watch this groundbreaking video for more insights and revelations.